Hello, 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 lovely viewers. Yes, you are welcome to Ideas GH TV. Enjoy higher ideas. It's another episode in the Soya by Yerbakasa, and this is Spice Up. We are live on Ideas GH TV. Where in me and the Doyaba, Yerbaka or Dasam, Yerbaka relationship, as some Yerbak din Commodel, or your relationship, enjoy. The program is Spice Up. There's another episode on Spice Up. Bahaya every Saturday evening 9 o'clock. Namidino ni Sheila Ashon. But so from the Spicy Queen. Wearing him data. Me there in a way or two. Each one of us here will relationship bimo. Yes, you know you ask me in a way. Be our relationship, whether it's a serious relationship, whether it's a relationship leading to marriage or not, we are committed to somebody in a way. So we this program we talk about relationship. We discuss issues going on in our relationship. How is your relationship? How is your sex life? We love life or to then. And we relationship, we partner, a trust in it then. We partner, but no more than one relationship. My contribution in order, but our contribution also added by our relationship. I bet in a my relationship no okoduma. Those are the things we talk about here. Yes, add a touch to your relationship. Aha, in the of them secret ingredients na edikan relationship no ma oye better, oye so cool. Enjoy. Those are the things we discuss here. And it's another episode on Spice Up to them American no. And then you have a very interesting topic be a year brakasa afa ho. Na yen topic yi Miss Modi, more lovely guest bo ha wo bobo mankutum ntumi di dem nkomi. Intimi guest ha wo bobo na ye di dem nkomi. Waso a erehwemi, waso ka ho na ye bedi dem nkomi. Ye best the edo comments beba. Invite obi na onhwe na no so nche na adwen. Chewa adwen what topic yi ho ma adwen fa ho. Na nda ye ne topic no yes sex before marriage. Sex before marriage, is it good or bad? Relationship na ye woman no oje there ye de yen hu kafo ye benya nkita hu dibi ansa na ya wara sex yeka sex. I hope there you know what we are talking about. Is it good to engage in sex ansa na wara ibiku na enen wo ho na on a topic for the day, on a topic I hear but discuss and day. Now my lovely guest wa ha Miss Sweetheart Tide. I think she's a regular guest on the show, you know her. Yes. Miss Eloquent. Miss Muchada Muhuma men describing no fa. Sister Debbie Deborah Famia wa ha. All Bobom na ya discussion. Deborah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. And you were brand here for Biswaha. I think this is first time on the show and he's my boss. And no so ha or Bobania discussion. His name is Michael Amo, Mr. Michael Amo, chairman for Western Region FDGG, Film Directors Guild of Ghana, Western Regional Branch. Or no, chairman. Mike Akwaba. Wapo me. Into those me lovely guests only one or bobom na ya discussion on there. Waso a erehwem no e wo fear hwem baby e wo bi erehwem no for all comments number yen kotin yen tumi ndi nkomo no into also for all comments number me read for wadwen chane bra invite obi wan kotin menhwe program oyefe nkomo na ye di wa han oyede wan kotin maintenance ro ana wan kotin maintenance fa futu no fa nhye wo ho ma wo yonko bi so onto the mafutu ya ana nsema ye keka wa ha no so on found one any relationship no on kodo. Yes, it's sex before marriage. What do you think about it? Is it good or bad? Say oh you good all reasons need any terika there oji. Now say during the on yes all reasons on the den. For why drink channel me read me din this Sheila or from Sheila she bottom so from Spicy Queen. A higher spice up. Yes, add a touch to your relationship. We go straight to our discussion. Madam Debbie. Yes, sex before marriage. Sex. What is sex? Sex generally. Sex. Sex. Into habit.
Maybe. Sure. Wow. I think with sex, it's not something. Do I really need to? Okay, make I empem nkitahudi. It's a nice way art and communication that goes on in a room that goes on between two lovebirds. Oh, okay, sorry. That goes on. Okay, when can it then pull? Maybe okay.
Kitchen, bathroom, baby.
No, it happens between people that have that attraction and feelings for each other. And see, it's part of it that leads. That it's part of relationships. Sometimes people like it's part of it. It spices up, as you say, relationships. And so I am pamunkita the mechanism. But fancy man and the local language. My mekado I am pamunkita hudin. Tinkata hudin go to my uncle born na din and your mama in Oyedo. So that is it. Normally, that's the word used for it. Because that's a while a day or tasi. As a day, spice up more of it. Maybe a dafa corner wardrobe nature. Maybe fee a dafa for hope. No, why don't? Why the spices are common. That is it.
Mr. Mike, what's it to me and baby? A wardrobe nature in the kitchen. What general idea about it? What will you say?
Sex here, I act, an act, or you act in an ACT. You act and then you perform an act towards it. Or baby, I will feel a bit comfortable. If it's not comfortable, I don't think you have to go in for it. Say so comfortable now, when it may be no recasa, then it's okay.
Now you better sex, like. Do we even need it in our life? Let's put relationship now aside first. Do we even need sex? Generally.
Yeah, we do. We do need sex.
We do.
Yeah. Why we need sex is for procreation to actually give more population in the world. And also in the health aspect also is there to release stress, to build up, how do you call it, emotional psychology relief be, you get me. So, and I guess you also know that it also makes the skin glow and all those things. So,
yeah, Debbie. But then generally,
I agree with him. Because we need it. We need sex for the womba. Because Nyakopon boy, or what, like he created it for that reason. And moreover too, as he said, like health-wise, no, so the benefits for her. So it's something we needed because even at a point in your life, if you don't have any experience in it, I think that it has a long way to have effects on you. So we all need it, but there's time for it anyway.
There's time for it. So at what time do you need it?
Oh, like said, definitely. I expect that from about when you're 5 years will be sexually active. And see, there's time like for that.
Okay, and she said generally we need sex, yeah, from bra, any relationship. Do we need sex in our relationships?
Oh yes, I mean personally, I think we do need it in it, because a relationship, not say the relationship is not having that sex, like that sex thing in it. I think in a way or more on your door them it's boring. That's me take. Or you're boring kakra, because sex is a whole thing altogether. It comes with a whole mood, it comes with the communication part of it. And so if it's it's part of it. Why it's there, what relationship now commoding honestly another part of it. And the sex too is part of relationship, which we need in it. To me, we really need it in it, because a relationship sometimes comes with some stress, and sex on its own too can release it kakra for you.
Remember back now, real benefit of sex or relationship. Mr. Mike, do we need sex in our relationships? A date will be, and you'll be required. Do we need sex in that relationship?
Okay, so I'm borrowing Debbie's dialogue. Also, at a specific time. So we need sex in a relationship at a specific time. You get me? So them okay, don't expect the maybe in a relationship at a certain age when you're fully an adolescent and then a relationship. A relationship cuts across so many categories. So what are we dealing with? So you said in a normal relationship, that means we are dealing with the adult relationship. Maybe getting prepared for marriage. You get me? So yes, we need it. Because when we talk about relationship is about satisfying your partner, who you love, what can you also offer to that person to be happy? And sex is part of the package that makes a relationship happy or excited, you get me? But but is that it shouldn't be deliberate. There, I am going into a relationship because I need sex. It gets me. It should come out naturally or spontaneous, like it just happens. So that is what I would say about it.
Madam Debbie.
Yes.
It's a so yes, you need it. Now, there you need it. Or for subi wohu. And what are some of the benefits?
There's a sex no home for Sonia about. And what kind of hunting like so that's what it's actually made for. They are the bawuba. So definitely sex has aside that also or releases some stress from your body because you might say you're sexually active and you agree with me there. After having a good sex, you have a good sleep as well. Even say a bread and po you are able to at least have a good sex or more me to me that every day you're okay. Even after sex you wake up in the morning and you are all happy, all excited, and you forget some things, and like it's a whole mood altogether. Until we need it for like obvious reasons.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah.
Apart from there, you need sex for what other things na sex or the main relationship?
I would say sex makes one wicked person get kind.
Really?
Yeah,
how?
because at the end of the day, in a relationship, maybe one partner has a wicked intention against the other. But when sex comes in, that wicked intention, at least if someone it goes down, or it stops, or it pauses for a while, and there can be a good communication going on. You get me? Yeah, that's how come some people take opportunity when they're having sex, and they start to make proposal within sex moments. Like, oh, you promised me you're going to do this. Okay, do it before I have sex. Or no, maybe even within the sex. Oh, you promise you, will you do it? Or I'll do it. Okay, let's change our style. So that's how it happens. So these are some of the benefits that happens in sex.
Into your outline benefits, baby. Now you better into sex or disadvantage.
Yeah, it has disadvantage.
Our relationship, no.
Yeah, it has.
Really, a disadvantage, a
Okay, disadvantage in the day when what's it, too much of everything, yeah, is wrong. So when you do it too much, and it becomes like that, like I said, deliberately, it's like you are taking advantage over somebody's body. You get me, your partner's body or your partner's willingness. They'll put all the mode. Okay, explore me, or I'm giving myself, I'm being kind to expose myself to you. So when you do too much, it becomes something else. Like it becomes very bad.
Now, at what point maybe ever determine there or you too much?
Oh, you can determine when sometimes maybe your partner is saying, okay, I want it, or your partner is making advances, and you know that maybe that particular time, like I said, the cycle, the moments, or the place where you're not comfortable. So you realize, I know you're in shape. When you're not comfortable is when you realize certain wrong things. You get me? So.
Madam Debbie, yeah, can sex or the relationship. There you or release stress and all those. Do you think in a relationship with sex like or disadvantage and I reckon a side effect like negative or evil relationship?
Sex and casa on its own is a beautiful thing, but sometimes what can too much of everything is bad. Sometimes we get to abuse things in a different way when it's not supposed to be done how or the so sometimes sure definitely sex can have it can appear to be bad or appear to be not nice as it's supposed to, like in the original state or like situations today be before so be and you now have a sex it's bad. The person won't enjoy because when it comes to sex, or they have to benefit from it. But situation why they you want to please your you want to satisfy yourself in tea. Whether you why you're ready or not, you just want it becomes something different. It's not really what it's meant for. In a situation so you find they be underage because there's age wise or there you have to be involved in it. So if you're underage, a force now, it turns out to be something different, not what it's really meant for. There are so many situations, even our phone say because a communication is communication that has to go on. No, although I don't share. At the end of the day, obi anenya beji. But situation na ekro nenya beji and even both of you po nenya range. No, then it turns to a different thing altogether. So definitely, if it's not done how it's supposed to be, it turns out to be bad.
Me bisa all these questions because your baba assembly potting bedo. Inti na mema ye can the nyama pa sex no de ba na nyama the negative side of it na ye the base assembly doing na maybe sound them and common na ye ka there I high ideas GATV and a program near Spice Up. Yes, a sex before marriage. Is it good or bad? Na ye ba bim ya pensem una memo guest wa comment to una me the question no me that 20 na ya should I wa so ma ewo wa dwen try ewo for topic no ho no kodana for comments no be a be read the sex before marriage is it good or bad was there a date to be and a relationship via or lead to marriage or there will have sex and son or our and was there work on the man or year and son will have sex no them topic no na yeah them topic na yeah discussing it kodana invite will be na so share high spice up intim yeah baby said a date to be I wanna boyfriend girlfriend you're in a relationship, let's say a committed relationship, are only to marriage. One maybe said do you need to have sex, and if yes that sex no guarantee there nipa na ene no wo ho no have a sex no but every nipa no sin there opede only have a sex ebia also empe and ebia onya like generally we are talking about generality. Does sex no guarantee marriage in a relationship? That would be my question. Mike, do you want to take it?
Oh yeah, let me take it. Alright, so like you said, it shouldn't be deliberate. In a normal relationship, not the marriage one. Even marriage one deliberately, wrong, but it shouldn't be deliberate like it's deliberate there. At the end of the day, say an episode kado. Adi mamu fomundana, say mamu fomundana, mademuda more not say. A benefits more a pair also sin more partner if what as and like I said, I don't think they are for them corner.
Madam Debbie.
Okay, Sheila. I think that when it comes to a question, it's choices. I want partner you have to come to an agreement whether you will do it. In it, same worry, and you're in a committed relationship, in him it can lead to marriage or not because. Relationships nakasano it's not guaranteed there at the power although that is why we go into it but that particular relationship na at that moment no until they ever work anything can happen. So if you use sex as a reason or first place are starting on a bad note and you might even be disappointed at the long run. In the first place, no, when you want to add sex into the relationship, it has to be an agreement between the two of you. And that agreement can come in different forms. You can talk about it today, okay. Is it okay with you? Is it okay? If no, then how do we go by it? How do I want it? Ne eshe say obobowa ombowa. Then both of you decide on what to do next with the relationship. And with that one is something that has to be talked about before you even decide to go in it or not. Because maybe you wouldn't want it, but you just need a companion, another relationship, another be maybe a war. But at the end of the day, you don't want sex not to be part of it. But you didn't talk about it, or you didn't plan about it, or you didn't, like one fan come home on the onset, getting to know during the dating time, and finally you enter into a relationship and agree with demand. Now you don't want it. What is going to happen? Definitely, it's not going to work. That relationship is not going to work. It's something that has to be talked about, Asana, like you do it.
Now, what if you're in a relationship and your partner insists? Ebia or insists they per day or no have sex and son wow. Do you have to give in? Ebia say like you don't believe in that. There you have to have sex before you get married. And your partner insists. In this situation, Ebia what them situation. Does the person has to give in or you have to break up with the person?
I want to let you know, I'm blasting there. This one, like I said, if I deliberate, as to that area there, then our partner only or press or there one, you know, or they careful and withdraw. As a that's not like a door. A door, love comes, like I said, out of commitment. What can you give me and what can I receive? As a but when they every time they form. Even if sex improve from in what I want to explain. Maybe the others for finance, they be a Bisen and they be a being Noja. I don't know, I care a crack or and the law has to be equilibrium, as although equal. to whatever you are benefiting. And see, only the echo kade, whether it be so could do amity a babe, not the mepu, HMPU. No, it shouldn't be that way. And I've been using poems also in being funny, man. And they be oh, mammy, no, it shouldn't be that. And I'm a kind of on there. Or there, see naturally. Oh, once a while be what some bon commercial TV, well in him, and the bad now, Patukutum. It's different. As I say, on a crampon, damn no, well, when it been weapon over board, whether weapon over wallet, whatever it is, by whatever who could why commitment number, and that's when things get more intimate. That's when even so bon come. I'm sure one of what it's for another I should for showing, and any time maturity. When you start a relationship, work yourself for some while and kind of work your sex in common. On no relationship, no, you don't. And she say if that happens, next or a coffee, young Corinthian, or a tree, a unity, and whatever it is. Actually, what them instance nacy. And that's why have a sex, so there's nothing for you to discuss. Because we are in a relationship, we are not married. In marriage, you talk about children, you talk about the house, housekeeping and stuff, and that keeps the marriage going. But relationship, you are not staying like one team boom. It's like we did that or made it, or it ends there. But sorry to say, sex is bad. But when it's not deliberate and happens naturally, you have something to talk about. Hey, last man, I didn't enjoy. Then you're getting to know yourself. So that's how it happens.
Madam Debbie. Just as I said, today, I mean, if I am in a relationship or if someone is in a relationship, not say you don't want sex to be part of it, not say the other one or no pair. Like it's a whole package. Relationship is a whole package. Why the style be and you have to be comfortable with this one's package, not but also your package should be okay for the other one, so that way in work back together and that's what it together you can stay forever. But situational, you have to order something out of your own will to please the other one all the time, like for the rest of your life, because definitely one sex is part of it. But I will know what time what relationship you want to take that one out, because some people decide on or choices. Some people decide on it for their obvious reasons. If you okay, around how well can you stay? Like how long can you stay without it? It will also feel that I can't stay a day without it. And so sometimes could be a reason of I don't want it part of the relationship, or I want it part of the relationship. And so if I don't want it, not say you want it. Definitely I have my reasons. I mean pay relationship anymore. If you want it, you bring your reasons, and maybe on your middle on shut down father man. Why should I force myself and be in the relationship first, please? I'll just quit.
Okay. Why do you force your agent or the embassy question now? Me baby, because so far we've outlined the good aspects of it, and then we've outlined certain bad side of it and a negative side of it. You can see that so far my country there, like the benefits near more in the relation. That's why I asked. The basic question: sex, is it good or bad? Considering two sides now, that's board. Where the sex or relationship, worry. Yes, say release the stress. Or for the what's the Mike's nest will be now quiet in sex form or calm down. Into a child the papa na. Into your baby said is it good or bad? Mr. Mike, considering why I won't say my working. Sex no, yeah.
That's actually much more corner, but I don't know the day. I don't know the let me start from our religious life. Biblically it is wrong. It is wrong to have sex before marriage. In the image of God, it is wrong, because they said also the young one young one nifi. And he said that might be himself no work and more. There was one side of one come already being in the hand, but then like Anna McKenna, I was saying the only thing I was on second is true sex. I will not sit here and say it is wrong. There be a man here sex in a relationship, because like I said, at a 1 to 100 to 90% of people have sex before marriage. And at a 1 to 100 so to almost like 75 of them get married. I will have sex, I will get married. In Canada, not they came for what like I can we no demand no one win while I ebo in your tunchen. Nay, no wage wasting chen. Only different so I would say when to make it or a good daughter have a sex. Like me sweeter they became or a time if the time is right for you to have sex in your serious relationship, you will have it. If it's not time for you to have sex, you don't pronounce it in his own way. Well, I won't there, I compare. I work at a yankin, I could so be BB, and I could show a side of GTB just to show you that you shouldn't do it. As I say, this is what I'm just.
And I'm Debbie.
Sex before marriage, is it good or bad? Okay, Sheila. Just most okay now, biblically, it's not good. And I will sit here and say it. There, sometimes in most of you are sorrow kono. Nyoma pi wo hwa why they the spices are come home yes I about the powder kakra ya se no kakra ma why feel. But why the need to be ewa oguwa no do na dry but inside me a very chaka. That's how these days we are making the word of God look like. But in natural sense, if you go biblically, mpocho onye sex before.
What's the for Bible in Tunche?
Oh, interna may start to hold so that you'll be na you don't come attacking me there. I'm going like not onye. But at the same time, we know very well there. It's something we needed because even at a point in your life, age impono, you will need that. You will need it. It's as because when the damnewa, obwe panadrimu.
Madam Debbie,
oh yes.
Point no to. That's obwe panadrimu.
Obwe panadrimu. When the damuno. Oh yes. Or your whole thing all together. I'm sure you will end up saying so many things.
Obwe panadrimu. In what way? Oh, you know them jot to her.
Okay, I'm supposed to go on. I said, I'm sorry to obey the panadrium, no, on a certain time. Now, when the time is right and you do it, you get to realize that a woman there, time when I have sex then, or man, I watch in oil. Also, your book knowledge,
home knowledge.
Now, sex, no, sex and book or home. Is able to question sex or Wikipedia and I didn't, they will be a pretty but Oben are going to fade away a book in Massy. And see them can obey in another level. See, a crumbs my car for me.
I would say, I agree with him though. In Mecca there, you can't say there. You would like if and the well and paying him age about what. So you can't say there, maybe say Yako Pasha Shamo there, but at the age of 40 years. So really, you can stay there until you're 40 and now you will have. It's possible, but I share the microphone when you may be or you're different from or you're sexually active when the relationship. More there, relationship no lack BB because it spice up the relationship. Sex is part, it spice up the relationship. And if it's not part of it, let's say you've been in a relationship for like 5 years and you'll be in a relationship for 5 years, and I said that thing is not part of it. Unfortunately, I don't come on boy. Edida. Ada, TV. That like at the end of the day, on the for 5 years, something new has to come in. And sex and so on one way a day. It's new. It's on there. Every time there's something new comes up with it. It be important relationship in the mumpo so work compona didn't pass. Sex when it comes in impona. But with there, what to solve one issues p. So we need it like before marriage because a whole no able to be the whole partner before you enter into the marriage like with the person. So definitely we need it. But make a day biblically. Some also for shema. Oh, Sophia, you don't.
So for showing in a academy.
That you. I mean, make them support to there or you. But make a day biblically no, it's not good. But we need it. I'm sure by now putting your upon on your conversation. The me you know one year was nakasawe who there ye dish in yum.
Somebody asked the question before I came here. I was asking one counseling question about it. But you know what? Sometimes I nimpa we you fail to understand. You pray today. Most the man and couple in origin. Yes, some can sex is wrong. But then men who they I know can and shut down ye. Although everything is a sin, but and shut down and naturally will see ya. As I say, that one my phone there like so to say I be my waiting and coupon. Yeah, be waiting and coupon. But like someone can say there are different kinds of sex where ya as I say, I don't know if I want to wait in when the mess is but people when have a sex who soon catch it, I've been my it doesn't mean you didn't want to do it, but I no Minyanka my as I even in a relationship, Minyanka my That one, then you know that who's the Spirit of God catch you there. That's not the right time for you. That one is different. But when you do it and the connection is clicking, if we all have a sex, if we experience a cancer, we all have the man now. But one day, why don't want to worry? The covenant comes in. Inception doors is open. Into beyond in the style. Inception will come now. My fellow colleagues watch. Go ahead and do it. It's choices. But on your also has put it into it. But in the face of God, you don't put too much judge you in your own one corner.
Working at a point in time now, at a certain stage, until up a stage now, you both drew a relationship now. When suddenly you decide that you ever have sex, because everything that's there at a point in time, and at a point in time you need it. Into what point in a relationship, and you two you decide that you date 1 year and suddenly you have sex, and like how?
No, okay, you can. That point in time that I'm in misjustification in there, when you know you are responsible, when you are ready to take responsibilities, you have the freedom. But when your freedom comes with responsibilities, that's when you can have sex. This is what I would say. If you know you are not responsible or you are not ready to be responsible, not responsible, why they be a measure? But if you know you are not ready to be responsible, but once you have sex with that partner, whether Beno or BCO, like I always tell my female friends, if you're having sex with a man, imagine that the man should always provide for you. Like, I'm the one me the man. Once you have sex, you have to start cooking for the man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, in a relationship. Because it's a bond of marriage. That's why they say don't have sex before you marry. Because once you have to do all those chores. But you don't expect anybody to have sex, then the bed you take away. Sorry to say. That's why most ladies lose their relationship. And then make a one second. Maybe
so
I might be
once
wrong.
you have sex in
yes,
a relationship,
once you decide that time when you are responsible, like I said, you have to know you are responsible to take that challenges. No. Once I start having sex in a serious...
So you are trying to tell me, say, once you have sex in a relationship with Obia environment, the man have to start taking responsibilities as a husband, and the woman also
not like taking responsibilities as a
perform
husband.
her duties as a wife.
No. Listen to what you are changing. I'm saying I just shifted it to the ladies aspect. The guys, definitely young guys, even when we have sex, we don't have sex. We are performing our responsibilities like we are already married. Some will even go to some paying somebody's school fees. So we need school fees. Motivation we jan. Hey, so on me part today. Inti say offend na besia na say any being ke empower kitezia. Odem mu there. Nature or consequences no war. Asasa, okay, we want to have a sex. Asasa, Mike, we want to have a sex here. Maybe me sweet, I want to have a sex. Or Tasha there, I have sex. On every day, but obey man. But other at least also the main elements in there. Am I ready to be responsible for you? Or babu to my bank a crab or doesn't every day be automobile. And I will to have some mention. That's not the case because you are not married yet. But once you have started, the minimum kitchen, other than kitchen, or the name, on the day people are coming to me. No call that back
Really?
Or they yes, or they that time now at a certain time, you have to be ready to be responsible. Any being other, being soon be sad. Say, be no catch your yes, I to carry another a food and say, I'm the mini bill. You have committed her. She's looking up to you. And that is it. You are not married yet. But then
it that sex no or the commitments number?
Yes, sex is not the commitments number.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. You should know you are responsible. You should know you are ready. That's why some guys who are in a where you human are they. But we'll have a sex, we want to be sex, we are not way. I mean, to me, as a man, I feel like that particular guy, sorry to say, is not matured enough. But once you have, the lady has exposed the whole body to you. I also put expose the body, and be sent question. I also expose I am vulnerable to a lady. As I said, so once you do that, at the end of the day, what are you supposed to do? Psychology, you have to train the person's mind. I'm ready for you. You better not like this forever. Until like, I will say, if we have sex, you sometimes even ask, are you ready? Can I enter you? Based on so they be say, I want to enter you. Are you ready for me to enter you? There are responsibilities guiding these things. Until once them you mean or see or then channel sex is it good or bad? Or see then channel.
Can I enter you?
Yeah, you
I'll come back, Debbie. Let me read comments. Kakra wa yeah, Debbie. About also me wa comments. Kakra me read the comments. Kakra Gan Eshani Manuel say they have to bring answers from all angles, being our culture, values, norms, or our very own societies and religious ways. I really don't understand, but I have to read. And Eshan Emmanuel also, the guy is now coming in with better answers. Wow. Okay. This lady is really not in for this man. And Eshan, please come again. I said, this lady is really not in for this. Wow. Okay, also Ideas TV, you guys are doing a great job. May we go higher. Okay, thank you for that, Ima. Thank you. And then the next one said, the deliberations my brother talks about is what I don't think fun. The deliberations my brother talks about is what I don't think fun. Okay. And then Kwesi Nkrumah. Okay, you guys are watching. Kwesi Nkrumah. Okay. And then Emmanuel Eshenegel say, pay dear, we pay pa, and some refuse to do otherwise. Mike Bemekade, I think Bemekade will have sex or they'll start to take up some responsibilities. No? Okay, so Emmanuel is saying, pay dear, we pay pa, and some refuse to do otherwise. Also, we pay pa, but some of the ladies refuse to do certain things for us. Oh, okay, I now get it. Also, we pay pa, but some of the ladies refuse to do certain things for us. Ima, okay, thank you for your messages. Madam Debbie. Mike Sele. Start there have sex or they take up certain responsibilities, and then also sex no maybe sex no the commitments by relationship no more na. Why drink you?
I don't agree with him. I don't agree with Mike. Yes. Because relationship be like obia will most open new relationship to be okay. On your obia and new relationship, no, they are sexually active. Like they add sex to it. But
there's one person who will be sexually active. When they be
adding it to it, being part of the relationship. Every part they have been, but at that point in their life, they want to.
Debbie, let's not play nice here.
I'm not playing nice, Michael.
You see a partner.
Mike, I didn't interrupt you.
How I look at you. No, you mentioned my name. You said you don't agree with me, so I have to battle.
But wait, let me explain myself. At Obiawo, until I make a day, maybe the fact there, I'm sexually active in my relationship, and our sex is part of our relationship. No, doesn't mean they're being so is part. They have agreed on it. Until I make a day, they have to talk about it before.
That's why if you're not ready for an intimate, the classification is an intimate relationship. Don't enter. Like I said, it comes with responsibilities.
I won't ask some day. I won't ask some day. Say, what started that will have a sex now.
Beginning sex must start from the mind. Wait. No, that be only in depth. Only we are doing so. I think I can soon make. But as I say, start relationship like example. We are in a but example may she be here. Let's say be send me what do you think comes in mind? Aside the fact that
even wait,
also be saying a what also comes in your mind? Hey, one day, so to say.
This is the mistake sometimes may fool people.
You have already had in mind, we never have in mind. And you know, biblical is also wrong.
So we pay. The thing is, when you enter into a relationship, now, on your force, do there you pay. But you do it because be a paying pakon nasem. Epede ebuan, epede who dey pakon no rekodo wa abrabom. But enwale nti onye need that full-time responsibility. Pakon no point to mpon kench, okay don point to mpon kede, enye be have sex okay don pa because e ho no ya do the when you agree there me pa na dem me pay. But when it comes to marriage, the sex is made for it. And so no, it deny one partner why there.
No, but it's not compulsory in marriage there. Our intention happens. Although they say
it's
not compulsory.
Until I've been time worry
no. You have to
say Michael Chen, Mamen Kasa.
Do not shoot yourself in your foot.
Wait, say as a American, Mamen Kasa what I'm saying is awareness the sex is made for it. From about etasa because without the you have sex is part of it. And it's made for marriage.
But my research better for
only day in relationship because it spices it up. But it's a decision or an agreement or the accord between the two partners. But when it comes to our it is made for it. And so on a denial question mark down. But says I mean our relationship and I say make a dem in peneka there pen I say you end up forcing me and I say you do baby. Definitely Obeka there or like it's not something they have to waste their time on it. As I said, because in a way they're not illegal, even a but just that it's part of it. It spices it up. On my relationship leader, we can know how far it can get to Nadi. As I said, and see, I don't agree with you that the fact there we are both of us are sexually active into over there. I'm not sure man demo. Because we can, oh yes, we can decide to take
sex. You
sex.
see the ladies are running away from that.
I'm not running away.
That is responsibility. You have to take responsibility for your own actions.
Sex is a different thing on its own. Because you can be in a relationship with somebody, sex and kahun, but at the end of the day, you help the person wash, you help the person cook and all that.
God, what are you trying to say?
Michael, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
That is another side of the relationship category. I'm not talking about that.
It's not like the Obiana most open new relationship, Oh yeah. I don't want you to even come in. There are some people they don't want you to come and cook for them.
Yeah.
They don't even want you to come and wash their things. What pedo when you won't be beyond sana. Obi also pedo me no hustle sana.
Yeah. They just want the people who do.
So they have the right. They have the right to. So they have the right to. It's not like the relationship it doesn't guarantee there or worry. Into sex is just something nice. It spices it up. It's a.
So then at the end of the day, we are all signed to the fact that sex, like we said, biblical is one. But now when it comes to human mentality. Now you're also saying it's also wrong.
You because see, most of the time when people...
No, it shouldn't be weighed like this. Every time in our Ghanaian culture, like somebody was saying, culture and Ghana, BBI is about, in the world actually, it's about women first. Women gender, it's about women, you get me? But it shouldn't be that way that in a relationship, because it matter, starting from relationship, everything's about the woman. Woman first, in marriage, woman first, even death, woman first, Now, the issue that I'm talking about here, that Debbie is, wants me, I understand what she said. I just want to be a bit debative about this whole issue. The opera offending mama when you like be sending any being one as or have sex or anything or there make it or a change on it, but one can say be no or then they take out some responsibilities.
Michael, this is where I don't get you. Even when there's like you have decided not to add sex to it, no pono. I want to say, new guy or someone has to cook one way or the other. It could even be the guy, my dear. It could even be the guy, or it could be you, the lady, depending on the situation, my dear. I mean, the fact that maybe I've given you sex or you've given me sex or we've had sex doesn't mean there. Yeah, have a sex in so them even the fact put your relationship numpo share there the same way also in share or that also by force or a change be or that but yeah you there say because if you don't do it the okay say yeah one you do hunyoma bi. It's part of the relationship.
But I didn't say you this. I was saying bank
account. As an American, then into imagine this. I mean, now we are honest or comedy. I'm not changing it. You brought this thing up, and I want to say this for everybody.
Women are running away from.
I'm not running away.
Let me read the comments. Let me read the comments. Kaka. Nana Besaji just say the Bible is filled with lots of info about sex, and believe it or not, God thinks it's a great idea, and why shouldn't He? He invented it, but just as it would be unwise to just as it would be unwise to ice take on a lake in the middle of summer, it's also unwise to have sex with anyone who is not your wife. Nana Besa say it's unwise to have sex with anyone who is not your wife. Let me go down. Someone is saying I should ask you guys if sex can be used to boost immunity. Obed, why? Obed, can sex be used to boost immunity? And say, also COVID-19, corona, by yeah, casa for sex. So be said, what's the sex immunity? Obed, I have a question. And then okay, Ohineba France. Also, we know it's a sin, but we can't wait till that time. Also, no to mention till our answer. Okay, then Shalom Yesuba. Hey, Shalom. Let me say Shalom, please. That's a nice topic. You guys are doing a great job. Shalom, thank you. Okay, Nana Besa still. He said, I'm loving it. Okay, thank you. He said, I'm a Christian. Nana Besa here. He said, I am a Christian, and we know many have sex with their girlfriend. I believe I'm going to marry before sex. But I want to know where in the Bible it says not to have sex before marriage. Really? Okay, and then Emmanuel Shaw, sex before marriage, they say it's wrong. Who says it is wrong? Are you the one saying it is wrong, or who told you it's wrong? Please come again. Okay, I think that will be all for the comments. Okay, maybe Sabio. Obi Bakade, whether sex before marriage is good or bad. Someone believes in it. Obi soon believe in it. Obi Bakade, me partner ya minimum way. Yeah, plan there ya bowa. Obi pede or ni ibi kono be have sex one because opede how sexually active the partner is. Atiasa obi su bekada opede have sex opede there say baby a be no okora na bia or size be our picture in baby a be say or size be of be no organ our picture in her mind there open. Inti all have one relationship one have sex obviously who them nya main na inti opede obi have sex before marriage.
All right, so now
into any reason or the have sex near opedon how sexually active ni partner and opedon the size of I don't know or the no question so what to waja into we back oye into Adrian when the them yaman so I vital day boom
oye but on any asnable because I'm another funny issue and then being full fabu or abu won't be some can they have sex in their mind even before proposing to get over perhaps and pem don't answer. Now Nanto pro Nanto part of member Nanto and sex or anything. Being American and they be some now be some after they engage on Suko being so a nice guy which I actually don't body day whatever it is, did non so sex nabbing or stuff in the mind before they go on the bed. Now back to us American. You know, funny enough, maybe found one what target they say too much would do one. Yeah, for in relationship, most of the times there's failures, then they broken. It wanna be in a quick time. Or yeah, 1 second trap. But you could imagine sex being a 1 second relationship, or more than 1 second.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm telling you. So it's like I'm saying, you can't specify there. Most foundation sana as a only the intentional, like deliberate okay, then make an Padamusoche. I know say into me channel sana I don't to call their test and that's so some people are some cliches be and worker. But the issue is you can't know. But so it's natural so far, Charlie Wafa, Moncodo Dama. One far hold on. Senipokona Nepia, say break an estate BB. It was I started have such relationship, it won't never go wrong. Answer, it won't be I won't know Ayana are 4 shots. It was a Bissano so attritional. It was on I will be in time a day Bissafu BB no. Now how a Bissy no doing, but then particular 1 year as a boy or the star no please you. Imagine I can win a casha when I come please you so that because I never played that. The sea was also sorry to say, wait, Dimefu and Hmo, and Yama, Nakaso suiting nobody. Now, maybe 1 year no cash I won't ask, and being your shoddy. As I say, like on do baby, unsatisfied, also on Morty. But I'm just trying to say, one plan there, yeah, you play, taste them, maybe some question, yeah. Not so far, tell you what. As I say, payment or custom just to say, a pretty or tell shoe size, being a coffee BCR, or tell shoe size, session, poor meow. Oh no, challenge to put finance on Queen. Or me on our package in Chen. Of course, I say I know the paper. Why the man announce to form though? As in to say, no, no, she be saying, no, that Charlie, part of a pair. That is your woman. And I tell you, once you do that of like I'm saying something maybe I run can go forward or want. Well, 1 hour one, what I say. I don't know simple no or paper. You should know that I'm saying make it be a business be but a natural to flow. Besan because you are there to support us. Whether I wallow and while you
naturally to flow now. Catch a day, say sex be muda or day.
It's a mistake actually. When it comes to only the oil deliberate, only the oil planting. Like from the beginning, that's what I've been saying. But so sir, we see. No, yes, I'm soon your bomb because I want to be in one plant. No wasting so do be fufu be able to one add. Is this one by this guy's a charity that?
Okay, in common no why do Kodana for our comments number higher ideas GHTV and so yes spice up. Yes, add a touch to your relationship. Midnight, Michael, the Midnight, Sheila, Ashen, but some from Spicy Queen. In common, I had the 4 comments by you, read them, Madame Debbie.
Yes.
Still, Miss Manami Bisa, Brother Mike. We be back at our peda, I don't know, our no come no peda, oh, package, or the knitting question. Opedo the size of the partner, so but to Maji announced the partner performance in bed. Into pede or baso ashe and sana wakora.
Okay. It's Nina Babatu Asama make the or your choices. As I say. Normally before waka se benya dem idea de pede hu partner na is able to my no chede wala agibida. It's a pede hu modern born na pede hu will limit ni more limited because NG be that. Definitely more baby and others so because you don't even have any idea how this whole thing is. Yes. And so I always advise that if you are a virgin and you want to marry, go for somebody who is also a virgin. Wow. Don't go for somebody. Michael, wait. Listen to why I'm saying this. Because yes, say a virgin, that's a pede awara. It's advisable there you go for somebody who is also a virgin. You don't go for somebody who is already sexually active. Because at the end of the day, no, don't forget today, I will know instead of any experience or no experiences, no. The person will end up comparing you to other experiences away. Then at the end of the day, then I will feel there, this is what you know and this is what you are bringing on board. But if I call no on when your experience is been table, that's on that for don't compare other ones. But if you don't have any experiences, whatever you guys develop is what you know. Even at the end of the day, on no payment, at the chair, also pay. But a sexually active, that is when you get the chance to decide. Okay, me pay this, me pay that, me pay this size, me pay today.
My Covington and
Obi what's a marcus no Obi Nima Obiche. Ma media Deborah Lecano. Oye, but maybe so other. You can't say that yen being full, nay, ye for Bessia. Sorry to say, and I'm not sorry to say, Bessia on him she concerning sex like virgin. Yes, and also Bema sort of a virgin. As I what I want on him car. Why do we marry virgins? It's also another thing altogether because of them sex. Why should you even date a virgin? Whatever I talk about. Wa hatchful fluffy name. So to say, so I bought them crap on the dome, all your hatch open on that what any mammy. As I said, that is the concept behind virginity. As I walk about pure until I can't say yesterday, open have sex and all manusumanti. As I want to see up on it until this why is so naive. As I on him, so I can't say, I know, says I was having a game system. As now that is when you should marry somebody who's not too much experience. Because they make much too much is one Charlie.
Hey, Michael, but one relationship and walk more experience person will be walk for 5 relationships.
On time, as some can it's
I had too much experience. When that
we have too much experience.
Too much experience.
Too much experience in sex, no. In a relationship, no. That's a good or bad, no. Obu in a relationship, no. Either being or much experience than I'll be saying. Every some point you be there. What to say? Girls all bon come on. What's the girls when they meet they talk about sex. Now the issue is hey what's a girl no or anything but don't you be that. Inti so o se be na stop be na la wa kika hey otum otwa free kick na din na go. O saw them na be madam be no we so na how be so no dey can when that don't talk in communication. Kale adi mi na kan me pere me ye be that but I love you and I want to be vulnerable to you. Anya kepie atasa or stala be no or stubborn or becho nka kankra but sanka be no there also onye nkenche na have says and onu on for you a master so or for masters on the mood ajiwe ni gwas no atasa see this what I'm just trying to say. I don't know if you get me.
And that is when I being also no because
you should get someone who is experienced in relationship
and in class 1 and found got to masters because on watch 1 2 3 days be or experience maybe no one be 10 years experience so away ni be into no show 1 year experience or 1 year experience but expect to able to the level and it doesn't work like that. Into me I don't say that it's compulsory you but I advise that this is what you should do. If you are a virgin go for somebody who is a virgin because at the long run I'm advising this is what you should do.
So a woman should go
at the long run but there are guys that are virgins.
Oh please. Oh my God.
Guys, do you know even some women even don't even want virgins like them are virgins. Oh yes.
Wait.
There are guys that are virgins.
Why?
My dear, there are guys that
okay,
are virgins.
so my final question: what if you've agreed your partner demand for sex, and now both of you agreed you've had sex, and then you find out you don't really like your partner, why be a style or they have a sex, and maybe excuse me, no size, no, you're not happy with it, or like, you continue the relationship. I have the sex now. Why out them? This is not the kind of guy I want. What do you do? Mike, okay.
Sheila, our size the America.
Oh, maybe like I imagine size be what with him that. Maybe a small. Maybe a pekase. It's when you're enjoying.
Obi small today. Obi small today. Obi it's what do you mean by sizes? Ni na jina wakasa wodo. Because out there we small.
No, but I don't think I'm so no. It's
but
not.
let me just answer her question. Okay, me I will say there, if you enter into a relationship and I say I realize that okay, it be on perform ye nada. Not today be I will say what experiences and that the relationship now when you add sex to it now, it should be something that both of you at the end of the day enjoy it. And even in relationship people most away different from honestly that what they share no di. By the end of the day, maybe I do not a pension pay. Okay, I'm in pension pay. Maybe I'm a pension day. Okay, and at the end of the day, that's when sex you communicate with sex actually. And to say, yeah, worry and I say and check most of your nadana. Say or you two people in a way, or you're just one person. So this one can teach. Oh, okay, I don't like the way you touch here. I don't like the way you do it like that. I don't like the way you do that. That one, what they know, Michael, that one, what they've seen, what is there is what they will.
My final question to Mike. You've had sex, you don't like the woman, and pen is more performing pen, and then have to conject your home like or the wild or that was pen them. And in this situation, a better more yet not a relationship now.
Like I said, it's always good to teach in a relationship. That's why we are relating in the shape. So if you don't know, I need to teach you. But every yesterday I don't know. Yeah, I say whatever. Look, on a cast me able to have the shorty a day in between the legs no. But at the end of the day, what to na I'm a manhole. I wonder other hits in Chenchan or Juma. What about Chenchan or Gigi Atasa? And so Obiana how or two or I don't know. But I made me problem on yeah, but there may whatever process no on it. Sometimes most men will boy how their appearance no. As I say relationship, that's a sex no is good or bad. Okay, you try the play baby or happen naturally. Na me kun there. He say you kwa wa me kun azi. Maybe I will hear sex I'm pretty cool choose and na be sex. As you choose say na when you send to above me. Above me na my dear shank. I be can am being. You get what I'm trying to say because I did because name or pull him off. E boy here na so was switching sensible. Me kiki was Charlie. You see, that's what you said. I'm saying sex relationship, it should happen in a setting which should come naturally. To happen naturally, you wouldn't mistakes. In terms of no responsibility and start all about. Charlie, say so. I switch. You was saying, and business will try. Charlie, let's say I'm put for Viagra because I want them to be general. Then you mean you work on awesome. As I said, it's simple.
Come on, now do. So your number na in some baby or one can we guess Michael Chena like or then come on the or cast of quiche. But I was there. Yeah, wrap up. So, Madam, remember the final words about topic he sex before marriage. Upon my yakanina about a photo in the Bama any viewers enumerate about sex and relationship. Okay,
I think if you're in a relationship and I say a pede sex first of all, it should be an agreement between both of you. And also, there sex no or the adeba like or the abawoba. Into saying you're ready to take responsibility of having children or taking care of them, then there's a way to do it to protect yourself and all that. And even if it happens, that means so you take responsibility for it. If you're not ready for sex, don't go in for it because it's a whole thing altogether. Maybe you might do it the wrong way and get more education on it and then do it. Sex before marriage, I agree it's okay, but let's just do it in the right way and all that.
Brother Mike, we'll find out what sex before marriage.
What's the Sango French? First of all, it's that program no. Me colleagues of the film industry. So I'd like to quickly extend my greetings to Film Directors Guild of Ghana, the National Council, and also to extend my greetings to the NFA, National Film Authority. Alright, so now back to your way, sex before marriage is good or bad. My final is that yes, it is good. It's good because at the end of the day, you realize if it's ready, if it's the time, if you're ready to be a man, if you're ready to be a woman, the womb of a man, they have to be ready to pick up the responsibilities involved in sex before marriage. If you're not ready for the responsibilities, then it's a bad thing. Then you should know that, like example, Ken, you have eaten, I'm not comparing sex to that, but you have eaten the forbidden apple, so now no, you are exposed. I don't need you in the Garden of Eden anymore, walk away. I'm not saying that was sex, but I'm saying once you do that, body no, now the devil can actually have, how do you call it, possession on you, like the kind of thing that come to the party be where I say worry, and that's where things might start to happen. All I'll say is, if you're ready, be ready, response. If you're not ready, just back out. As simple as that.
If you are not ready, don't go in for sex. Okay, in common, you about your door. Or Tuesday 1 p.m. What's Faith what's we discuss about sex before marriage in Christian perspective. Well, biblically they'll be talking about sex before marriage. What does the Bible say about sex before marriage? So Faith on Tuesday 1 p.m. or Ideas GH TV into na odu Tuesday share sex before marriage in Christian perspective. What the Bible says about sex. I think that's how far time will allow us just to spice up. It's been spiced up. Yeah, that's there. The comments no at the bay. High Ideas GTV. Yeah, that's there. Sharing number next week. So a person so share honey didn't come there. Meeting the Sheila Ashon. It's also from Spicy Queen. Me guess our bomb here discuss Madam Debbie, Deborah Family of Bakke Foods and a Bakke Clothing, and brother Mike, Mr. Michael Amo, or Western Regional Chairman of FDGG, Film Directors Guild of Ghana. One and the overbore my discussion. Was so a shaman, was some that was there, a share now, sending in what comment. Spice up, add a touch to your relationship. We meet again next week. Bye bye.